born and bred on a dairy farm not far from here in a little town called Yarrigan, population of 700. Parents bought a local supermarket and I assisted as a teenager working in the family business, and I really think from that point on I was always destined to go into small business. We took over the business in Yarrigan, and the first thing I did was actually run a competition in the town. My plan was always to develop that business and then keep doing my marketing stuff. But what I did do is I turned a business that was turning over around about $5,000 into about $10,000 a week in around 6 months. And I had a lot of confidence in my own ability. So we bought a second shop in Trafalgar. So it was my first go running 2 businesses, and it was a disaster. I wasn't skilled enough, I didn't have procedures in place, I didn't have anything in my toolbox to help me run 2 businesses. So we decided to sell the store off in Yarrigan and focus on the Trafalgar store, even though its turnover was less. And again, our unique style of marketing attracted a whole new range of customers. And we took that business, it was doing around about $5,500 a week, and we got up over $25,000 in a short period of time. And that's when I decided I would have another go at running a second store. So we found a little store in Currumbara, so we renovated that up. It was doing around about $2,000 a week, and we kept that for over 10 years. Eventually franchised it off, and it was when we left it was doing around about $10,000 a week. So we've done that again in relatively short time. Our flagship product probably is the Brendan burger. So it's a big burger. A lot of people would get there and just cut it in half and share it between 2. It's big enough for one person with a good appetite or for a couple to share. Herald Sun wrote an article and rating our hamburgers in the top 5 in Victoria. That's when I started sort of getting a lot of queries about franchising our model. So we got on to Grant Garraway, who was a franchise developer at the time, and from that, BK's Franchising Australia was born. The first lockdown was scary, and it was scary for a lot of businesses. This sounds a little crazy, but it was actually very stimulating because we had to go back to our roots. We had to exercise business muscles that may be dormant or asleep and analyse our business like we had not analysed it for a long time. But we were analysing every day's turnover in 15-minute increments to make sure we had our staffing right, to make sure we were ordering right, because as well as having a lockdown, we've got food that could be going, perishable food, that we could be losing. So the first thing we did with our businesses is focused on the small businesses that supplied us. So we made sure we got all our smaller businesses paid up to date so they could survive. We then restructured ourselves. We started reanalysing our business. Like there's things on the back burner like online ordering. So something like COVID, the first lockdown, was instrumental to getting that up and running again. We have online rostering systems that balance up against sales. We still maintain ready-to-go food. So we've analysed our customers' needs, and the majority of our customers want ready-to-go food. They want to come into our store and leave with food. They don't want to come in and wait 10 minutes while you cook it. So we come out at the end of COVID definitely wiser. The seminars that we're running in Cambodia are basically an information sharing seminar. We sell Australia as a concept, we talk about Gippsland as a region, we talk about BK's Takeaway as a business. And then from that, the people that are interested come over on business trips. And I've really enjoyed working with the Cambodians. They've even occasionally given me a little gift when they come over. It's a real joy to work with these people who are really dedicated to the brand. Family support is vital. From the financial support I got from my family when I first started out in business, right through the moral support, and particularly my father, who was very good at bouncing ideas off. And then we get to a point where I had children, so all my children come through and started working in the shop. And believe it or not, now we're running grandchildren into the business as well. So we get the grandkids in here regularly. So we're very family orientated, and any franchisees that we've had, their families becomes our family.
One of my roles here at BK's Franchising is to help our prospective franchisors to come in and purchase their businesses. Working for family actually gives me that great balance. So there's a lot more flexibility in working with your family So I get to bring my kids in when I need to, and we promote ourselves on being very family-orientated business.
Working with my family can be hard at times, but it's also very rewarding because we get to still work closely as a team and have that family bond.
Running a food business is relatively simple. We'll set people up that they'll know how to cook things, where to buy things, the best price, what they should be paying, who to contact if this goes wrong, what to do here. We've got that covered. The hard part about running a food business is managing the business, and that's the area people often neglect. And that's where we come in as a franchisor to support people and give them the skills to run a business, more so than just run the shop.
Join us next time on Industry Leaders when we fly south to a luxe tapware business crafted in Melbourne and built on the back of an immigrant from the Netherlands who played classical guitar in the ship's band to pay for his passage.